My name's Bill and I'm an alcoholic, and this share is called Changing. The times they are a-changing, so the title of a Bob Dylan song went. It certainly was a time of change. It was a time of flower power. It was a time of people standing up for what they believed in. The Beatles were, by some, considered almost inhuman, ready to bring the world to a disgraceful end. The old was being swept away by the new, and the juggernaut of change that started in the early 1960s, which inspired the young to get up and dance, to experience free love, and to listen to songs that heralded in a new era of freedom of thought, was finally upon all of us. And of course, it meant peace for all. Ban the bomb marches were staged, and the idealism that had reigned supreme for 1,000 years was being washed away by the youth of the day. The times certainly were changing. I was maybe 6 years old when I became aware of what was going on. Having older brothers and sisters that were embracing this new way of living brought into our homes, into our lives, and into our consciousness, where the guys all grew their hair long, where everybody started to wear multicoloured flower power Jimi Hendrix shirts and trousers with baggy sleeves, and everybody danced with flowers in their hair, and of course everybody wore an Afghan coat. And through this change, they became the people they are to this day. They were lucky to be born in an era where change was not only in the air, it was possible. It was time, for the first time in many, many generations, where change was actually possible. It was for the first time okay to let go of our past and to move on into a new and an exciting life. And Alcoholics Anonymous brought about the same change in my life, for I was born in an era of change for alcoholics. And AA offered that change from a place where I found myself in an alcoholic haze of drinking to being in a place where I was experiencing exciting and new and a vibrant new life. It was akin to being reborn going to AA. It was like arriving with a whole new set of values, a new set of skills, and a new and vibrant attitude to my life. This may seem over-dramatic, but it's actually what it's like moving from an alcoholic-fueled life to a sober one, but still living in the same body. Changing recovery is imperative, for without change, I'm left with the old me, except without a drink. And it was the old me that I was fed up with. Living with the old me, albeit sober, wasn't going to last. It was like moving on, but bringing my old self along with me. It didn't solve any of my problems of alcoholism. Yes, I'd stopped drinking temporarily, but I needed to bring some immediate changes into my life. There were no more drunken nights, no more missed opportunities. There was more money around, and having regular showers are just a few of the immediate benefits of sobering up. But the real change comes after many years of treading the boards in AA, many hundreds of meetings, maybe thousands of shares, and of course working the 12-step recovery program. But perhaps the biggest change, apart from staying sober, was the change in my attitudes, the change in my outlook, and the change in my patience. And all this is because I changed one vital thing in my life. It's almost too simple to believe, but all I did was this. I exchanged the bottle for the 12 steps, and hey presto, life began to take on a new meaning and a new happiness. Do you know what? Changing is easy when you know how. Bill the Shirt, Bristol.